again on more disturbing truth. Now, if you notice what's really going on now, because in this pandemic, all you go get is so-called uprising of the people. Now, after they give you that George Floyd bullshit and the people marching and so-called rioting, now they so-called taking down monuments and statues, Confederate so-called statues. But we go get into that and break it down and show you some things. Because I already told you all division for the masses. I told you what the George Floyd was about. And now you see it extending to even this right here. Why you think they're doing this? These are all Freemason puppets you see on screen. What do you think, people? All right, let's get into the story and break it down on your Fox, FOX 666 in numerology.
Well, what started as a movement against Confederate symbols now expands.
Movement of Confederate symbols. All of them is Freemason bullshit. 100%. And I told you, division time, that's why they're doing this. So watch the people that you're going to see come out for these so-called destroy of the statues and see who they are.
Ending to other historical figures, including former presidents like Jackson and Roosevelt.
Jackson and Roosevelt, all satanic puppet, but pay attention to the peoples who so-called taking down the statue. Wow, in the name of black people. This is dumb shit right here, people. I told you already, they use you as prop if you're black. And watch this right here. You believe it's black people really doing this shit right here? All government agents, they put on there.
And as calls for removal grow louder, our next guest vows to protect one of the most iconic monuments in the world.
Why is it the most iconic monument in the world? Why? You never understand, people. Why? I told you it's Babylon, and that's why they can do this right here. And I told you, all Babylon got to fall. That's just what it is, people. The system that they got surrounding the whole thing with your divide and conquer. That's what they're about in America. And this is what they give you right here for famous monuments. Some past president that sell out.
Mount Rushmore. All right, joining us now is South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem. Governor, we were thinking about you because it seems like all our monuments and tributes.
The so-called governor they're talking about right there with the big neck. Don't believe in them. Everybody on TV is fake. Look at this other female. Don't trust them. Robots, puppets, and everything on the mask.
To the past, under a microscope. Are you concerned that you're going to be Mount Rushmore is going to be the subject of protest or defilement?
You know, it certainly could be, and we've seen some activity online where people have made threats to that. My message is...
It's all them doing it, people, but they see activity online. It's them doing it. All those rallies, those march, they organize it. The same government people, they're the one who do that shit. Just wake your ass up. They hire some masons, some third-degree masons to take down those statues. They work for the government. 100%.
This is no longer about equality. This is a radical rewriting of our history, and in South Dakota, we won't stand for it.
Rewrite history. The whole history that they give you is fake. That's why I told you, people, don't hold on to what they give you. I don't care what it is. It's just for their brainwash. Talking about rewrite history. The whole history is fake.
It's a national monument. The more we focus on the flaws of these men that are on our mountain, the less...
Why they on the mountain to begin with? They're playing God on earth. You never understand. All of them, they give you fake shit about them, give them fake agenda to pass. And later on, they're so-called great men. Are you kidding me? They're the one who set the world for what it is right now. What do you think? Satanic workers?
Likely we are to recognize the virtues and the lessons we can learn from their lives. So that really is the message that I have for South Dakotans that love this mountain and Mount Rushmore, for this country, that recognize what it represents to us, and we will do...
What it really represents to y'all in so-called South Dakota, where they run nothing but psyop on the masses. What it is to you? What it make you a better person? It's just trash. 100%.
All that we can to make sure that message is loud and clear, that we will make sure that Mount Rushmore stays as majestic as it is today. How do you plan on stopping it if it does go that far? You know, this is obviously a federal mountain. It is a national
federal mountain. Wow. The people sleep. They can't see the brainwash that they got in store for you. The whole history built up off sham. That means it's not real. All fake they give you to make you who you are.
It is something that we will partner with them and use the resources of the state to make sure that we have security measures in place. I won't get into specifics, but we do have actions together that we're working on. We have the president visiting on July 3rd, and we're excited about that, but we also know that this threat to the mountain could remain in place for quite some time, and we're prepared
You already know, with the so-called president going all over the place. July 3rd is according. But I tell you, people, they're doing all their rallies and everything in the middle of the so-called pandemic. And I tell you already, people, this pandemic that they give you right here is to just to show the people how dumb they are. That's all it is. It's nothing else. When you see the people rolling around in the mask, they're walking around with a big old ugly mask on their face, it tell you one thing, the whole wide world gone crazy.
be there and be diligent about protecting it.
Yeah, Governor, there are a number of governors across the country who are not taking the bold stand you are about not on my watch. And we have heard that as well from Donald Trump. He's made it very clear. You break the law, you're going to get into trouble. Ultimately, as people look in...
And a lot of people don't understand the Donald Trump. You never understand. He's just there to start the race war, the division war. That's what he's about. That's all he's about. So everything come out his mouth, you're going to find something in it. You understand that he pushing out there? That's just how he do it. He basically going to start the race war. Just remember, I tell you.
That, and as people feel frustrated, America's spiraling out of control and nobody's doing anything, although Donald Trump's trying to. Doesn't
Yes, you hear that? Donald Trump trying to. The people just stupid. They believe that Donald Trump really is for the people. You better wake up. He's just reading from a script. The people who hire him, they're the one who give him the script. The elite people, they're the one who give him the power. You can't have no power on earth unless you go to them. That's what it is. They control money, and money is what they call power in this satanic earth.
Politically fire up his base.
It does. I think it should fire up every single American that loves this country. This whole conversation has changed.
All they're doing is brainwashing the people, but it should fire you up if you love this country. What the country giving you? They're full of shit.
It's gone away from equality, and it's a radical movement that's rewriting our history that will take away all the lessons that we want to teach our kids and our grandkids.
You take away the lesson that you want to teach your grandkids, huh? That you want to. Is it the truth? It's nothing but dumbed down programming for the people. That's what you get. You teach the white kids, you teach the black kids, you teach every fucking race the dumb shit enough to keep them programmed and dumbed down. That's what they about. Just remember, I tell you that. Don't get interested in that so-called monument and statues and even that Black Lives Matter bullshit and their marches. Nothing but government shit. Don't participate in it. Bam on.
For more on all this, let's bring in Katie Pavlich. She is editor for townhall.com and a Fox News contributor. Katie, good morning to you. I want to throw up on this.
This is how you know it's about politics. It's a reason why you see all of this shit about the Confederate statues and monument on this Fox right here. Of course, because they're totally with the Donald Trump. That's how they do it on CNN for the fucking Biden.
A tweet from the president just moments ago on all of this. He says this: there will never be an autonomous zone in Washington, D.C. He writes, as long as I'm your president, if they try, they will
And they're using Twitter as a propaganda network to divide up the people in sections. That's what they're doing, people. Why you think Donald Trump using it? And now they're talking about they censor Donald Trump on Twitter. Bullshit on.
Met with serious force. So, Katie, we wait for continued reaction from the president. We could hear from him just a moment from now as he departs the White House. But dig into what we saw in Washington last night.
Well, first of all, I think it's important to point out that Washington, D.C. is not just some liberal city in a different state. It is the
capital. This shit right here, people. Look at this shit. If you see one black person in sight, let me know.
Capital of the United States of America. It belongs to all Americans, and they have the right to visit this city without fear of being caught up in one of these violent riots and protests. Last night, you saw, again, these violent agitators coming in just across the street from the White House, trying to set up their own, quote, autonomous zone, taunting police, and trying to take down that statue of Andrew Jackson. Now, the police seem to have acted swiftly in preventing them from doing that, but throughout the night, they continued.
I'm thinking, like, what black people sit there and say, you know what, we should just take down a statue of the so-called Andrew Jackson. Are you kidding me, people? That's just government shit. 100%. They want to put a high to those so-called monuments. Don't worry about it. They're not going nowhere. They have them in books and every damn thing. The whole history is fake and it's built up of fake people.
Their violence, as we've been noting this morning during the beginning of the show, they vandalized the church, which was lit on fire about a month ago. Earlier this month, President Trump sent the National Guard back after unrest in the city was quelled. But at this point, it seems like he may need to bring them back. And as you've seen,
may need to bring them back. The National Guard. I told you people, they're the one who doing it. They're the one who start the whole thing to bring out the National Guards in the damn street. Martial law style.
This morning, he's calling on these folks to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And based on what the Department of Justice...
people, how dumb can you be? You're scared of the virus.
It seems like he may need to bring them...
All of them got something tied around their nose. Wow, you're done scared of the virus, but you have to be in this shit. You can't pass it up. Even though you're dumb enough to believe in the virus, of course you're still dumb enough to believe in these shits that you're joining, right?
And as you've seen this morning, he's calling on these folks to be...
people. It's the same dummies that believe in the virus take part in this dumb shit right here. I told you, the government people pull them any direction they want.
Prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And based on what the Department of Justice has been doing over the course of the past 4 weeks, handing down indictments, initiating a number of arrests for rioters in cities like Philadelphia and elsewhere.
They're not locking up nobody. It's them same one doing it. They just want to bring an eye to it. Bring it on Fox News, plaster it all over YouTube to show the masses.
You should believe that those laws will be enforced for unlawfully tearing down federal statues on federal property.
Why they call federal statues? I already told you already, people. It's them. The whole system put together. They're the one who put those Freemason puppets right there in monuments.
You're looking at so much different video that came out of last night's protest and out of that new autonomous...
This is what they call protest, people. Sometimes they just lie to the masses about protesting. They just show you some fucking video with people, put the fucking monuments behind it and the so-called White House. There you go right there. What you think? They're full of shit. Where is the people? These are the people. Come on, this is garbage.
Autonomous zone as it springs up there in Washington, D.C., Katie. Our own Brian Kilmeade sat down with the president and talked to him about, obviously...
So they just tie up this statue and just post up there. They're not doing nothing, people. It's garbage. The same thing you see they do with the Freemason statue with the so-called Saddam Hussein. Pull it down. But of course, I already told you, they always stand because it's in history. There you go. They tied up what they're tying up for. And they still never take it down. Dumb on.
You just mentioned the attempt to topple the Andrew Jackson statue in D.C. But in the wake of these protests, so many of our historical statues coming down in this country.
Why is there blue yacht right here? What is the purpose for doing it? You're showing the people the video. This is trash. Don't believe in them people. They're all garbage. And I told you, watch the divide and conquer. From the so-called people ahead, the one that you pay attention to, the one that you see on TV, the one that influence you all day, they're the one who pushing this. Watch this.
You referred to Kyrie Irving as a distraction after he raised concerns.
Watch this right here, people. You remember the Kyrie Irving that came out and said he believed that the earth is flat, and then he take it back? There you go with the number 11 on. All coding. Pay attention right here because they're the one who dividing the people right here.
About the NBA restarting in Orlando, and in your opinion, taking away from the Black Lives Matter movement. As a result,
taking away from the Black Lives Matter movement is bullshit. 100% crap. Once they mention that, brainwash. Bam.
This, Kevin Durant quickly responded by calling you a sellout on social media, along with...
They mention that word. All of them that you see on TV sellout. Kevin Durant already break him down and show you. He's another sellout on the masses. Don't be dumb. He's 100% one of them.
Posting and a shot of you airballing a jumper. So, Perk, I gotta ask you, what's your response?
That's how they divide you up.
Here's my response. KD, my brother. Just because I don't agree with what Kyrie got going on, don't mean I'm not fighting the same fight that you all are.
You ain't fighting no damn fight. You're just a sodomite on the masses. And this one used to so-called play in the NBA. And I told you people can't play a lick a ball, period. And normally you hear me say that, you probably just look over it. They can't play no ball. This one right here, for sure, can't play no ball. And they put him on. Now he retire. He on ESPN, as you could see him right there with the dim eye.
I am fighting for African Americans. I've been here. And that don't make you a sellout. That don't make me a sellout because
all of y'all is sellout. All of y'all, from Jay-Z, Kanye West, all of y'all that pushing that shit on the black people. Eating out the devil's pot, come rich and famous, and then you acting like you're going through shit like the people on the street or the regular people. That's dumb. It's time for the people to stop buying to that. Jay-Z and them and these fagabot, they never go through shit. They're just there to brainwash the people. They call gatekeepers, so you don't say shit.
Have a different opinion or disagree with someone else that's going about it another way. I actually applaud anybody that's fighting a fight right now in America.
Fight.
So that's the first thing first. Second of all, listen here. You don't know what I'm going through right now in my personal life fighting a fight. I live in $1 million.
Yes, listen, people, pay attention right here. And I'm going to show you because all of them say the same thing. Remember I break down the Ryan Clark so-called on ESPN with his so-called son in the drive-thru standing up, knocking on people's window, asking them to buy food? Pay attention right here.
My personal life fighting a fight. I live in $1 million community. I'm fighting
$1 million community, $1 million community. The community value $1 million? Okay. That sounds like the projects. Okay.
fight every day in my own community. I'm the only African American family that live in this community, and my wife and I have to.
Why did you move there? I don't understand. This is weird to me, people. Why these people always tell you they're the only one in that community is black? Why you in that community? Why? What happened? Oh, I forgot. You want to be rich and all right with the white people. Get your ass out of here. That's just dumb. Why would you move in a community with nothing but white people and you're the only black there? Why? Come on.
Fight a fight with our home association and
They're
neighbors
all fake. Everybody on ESPN.
every day through email. So much that we're not even comfortable with having our kids go outside without supervision.
Wow.
You don't know what I'm.
Go, people. He's not even comfortable letting out his kids without supervision, but you're gone there to live. Why did you go there to live? I don't understand. The black neighborhood ain't good enough for you. I told you already, people. They're the same one who putting you down and at the same time coming to your rescue. It's dumb now. Time for you to see it. What's wrong, people? They don't want to live with you if you're black because it's a low-down neighborhood. You want to go live with the white people, but at the same time he tell you that he's fighting for black. Oh, okay. That's why you're moving with the white people so you can fight for black. That's just bullshit, people. And at the same time he scream racism. Dumb the fuck
going
on.
through for us fighting the fight.
Get
when
out.
I have to drive my oldest son to middle school to go to his workouts, and I pull up, and there's 70 kids out there, and there's only 2 African Americans, and he's one of them.
What I tell you, people, why is you following up the white people then? Why? Why? Why you don't like the black people place? Why you don't like the places where the black people at, so-called? You are part of the Black Life Movement bullshit. Why don't you do that? Why don't you stay where the black people at? What's the problem with you running behind white people? Wow. And then you blame the white people for that? You want to go live in the white people neighborhood. I don't understand, people. This is bullshit. Every one of them tell you the same damn thing. The neighborhood that they live in because they tell you that they're rich. Yes, only them alone black there. Wow.
And I got to stay out there to make sure he okay.
Wow.
Because just 4 days ago...
That's the life you choose, dude? Wow. Wow, this is dumb right here, man. Wow. I told you, divide and conquer, people. That's all it is. Why you think it's so stupid? It's for the stupid people.
2 miles away from my house, they found the African-American teenager hung dead.
Wow.
And
Damn, that's another lie again. But they find an African-American teen hang dead. There you go, people. Because it is a white neighborhood. Wow, and that's where you carry your kid to go live? Wow. The hanging African-American kid there. Wow, this is a joke right here, people. Where is he live? All right, run your address, nigga. Where you live? Tell the people where you live so we can find out if somebody was found hang over there. Where you live? This is a 100% bullshit right here.
And I've been on multiple platforms. I've used my social media to speak out since this first started. Oh, you can go look on my Twitter. You can go look on my Instagram or whatever. I done been on First Take. I done been on The Get Up, Boopstream.
All ESPN. You mentioned ESPN twice, and you mentioned Twitter. All government networks.
Preaching out about Black Lives Matter and fighting the fight. I was one of the first ones to call out.
Who you're fighting and what kind of fight is you fighting? That's just dumb. You can't sell the smart people that shit no more. What is you fighting for? We have too much sodomites say they're fighting for black and black people in the same spot. Move on.
NBA owners about speaking out and taking action on what's going on in America. Followed up by a phone conversation an hour and a half long with Danny Ainge. So don't tell me nothing about being a sellout. Because that ain't even for me and you, brother.
Yeah, you're a sellout. All of them is sellout. Every one of them that you see on TV brainwashing the dumb people, of course they sell out. They sell out for riches. That's what they do. You look like you're not getting it. The sellout don't mean nothing else. It's not two words. It's one word. It's sellout. All of them is 100% in. So don't trust them when they bring the divide and conquer. Kick it away with a bomb.